Hey y'all, I know it's been a minute since I've made a video, but I was able to finally sit down for just a few this morning and kind of go through the little notes that I've had here and there over the last week or so, and it's not very organized, so I'm just gonna go with the flow. But I've been going through it, y'all, like bad. I'm gonna be honest, like as far as like depression is concerned, since the day I was saved about 3 years ago now, I haven't experienced depression like I used to, right? Even when I'm going through the most, like I just, from the time I was saved, it just doesn't exist. However, I've felt at that point lately, I mean, it's been rough, y'all, like mentally, physically draining. And what it is the enemy has been trying to pull me down and get me into a position where I'm so low that I'm not even in the right position to be able to receive things, right? Like he has tried to wear me out. And, sometimes it just happens. I just let it. And y'all have probably been there before where it's just like, you've been through so much, you're tired of fighting that you just give up, right? You just mentally and emotionally, you just give up and you let the enemy win. That's where I've been at, I'm just like going through it. But I'm starting to see why now, like it's been so bad. And it's, a lot of people right now, things are coming into alignment and starting to see, certain promises and stuff coming to pass. And so it explains why the warfare has been on 10, okay? I just posted yesterday a TikTok repost from a year ago, and it was about the full circle moment. And there really is a full circle moment happening, not just for myself, but for a lot of you. And you may start seeing things in the physical, right? That will confirm that. Like, for example, I think it's okay for me to speak on this a little bit. So 4 years ago is when me and my spouse got together, right? And I was just coming out of a bad time in my life. I was from being in a bad relationship for like 9 years, and I didn't look my best. I was really heavy. Okay. I was like probably 60 pounds heavier than I am. And it was because of like being with the wrong person and being under stress. Like my cortisol levels were super high. Like it was just, my hormones were I was in a bad place. Like being with the wrong person was causing me to be in such bad health and such a bad low place in my life. And as soon as he left and I got with my spouse, like the weight just started falling off and I got back to my normal size. But I was in the process of losing the weight, right? So I'm saying that to say, and like recently, I've gained 10 pounds. I've gained 10 pounds back, which puts me back, and my spouse has lost weight, okay? So throughout the relationship, he kind of gained some, and I lost it. It was like, it flip-flopped. And then, so now I'm back at the weight that I was at, and he's now back at the weight that he was at 4 years ago when the circle's back around, right? Going back to the beginning, things are physically, okay, my hair, for some time, y'all have seen my older videos, my TikToks from like last year. My hair was very short, okay? And it had a lot of blonde on it, light blonde. My hair is naturally blonde. It was like my daughter's hair, like like towhead blonde when I was little, and then as I got older, it got dirty blonde. It's still blonde. It has natural highlights throughout it, but it's dark blonde. So I've grown it, the bleach out, okay? It's still got a little bit on the tips, but my hair is back at the same length and color that it was when him and I got together 4 years ago. So now I'm back at the same weight. I got the same hair. It's like, and now he's back at the same weight. And it's like everything is literally like, and God's using this to show me, like, so that I can speak on this to you guys, because it's also a full circle moment for a lot of you as well. And you'll know that because you'll start seeing things in the physical just like that are coming back around, right? Full circle. You'll start seeing so many similarities, good and bad. And you'll know that you know that you know. And so full circle moments are here. This morning I got Jordan is here, and God had me draw a river. Jordan River is here, like, and the number 1032 came with that, which in the Strong's means to send forth, to gush. There is just a whoosh, everything happening at once, a gush, and he's sending forth. People are crossing, and I just made a video like last week with instruction on the crossover. It's happening. It's here. Like, the crossover is here. You're crossing the Jordan into the promised land, okay? And I made that post. Some of y'all may have seen it. Some of you may have not. I went to get ice cream last night, and there was a sign in front of me where I parked that said, "It's celebration time." And every time I look at this sign, I keep, "Celebrate good times. Come on." Da-da-da-da. That's what I keep hearing. And I also got time to celebrate, and I think it says that in it. It's time to celebrate. Yeah. Okay. It's celebration time. It's crossover time. It is here. That's what he said this morning. Like, it's here. I passed a truck the other day that said in big letters, warning, contents may cause happiness. So whatever is on the other side of this Jordan River, in this promised land, God's like, there's a warning for you. What you're about to experience may cause happiness. And it's funny because I had also gotten the number 835, which means blessedness, happiness. Okay. I had gotten 805, to secure, to make safe. And I had gotten ascension, taking up, was with the number 354, ascension, taking up. That's what it means in the Strongs. Okay, and this is huge. And wow. Okay, I have hold on, let me look this up real quick. I had gotten Deuteronomy 8:15. And Deuteronomy 8 is talking about, remember the Lord, carefully obey every command I give you today, then you will live and grow in number, and you will enter and own the land the Lord promised your ancestors. Okay. He tested you. Okay, so let me just read. Remember how the Lord your God had led you in the desert for these 40 years. For you, it may not have been 40 years, obviously, but it's dang sure felt like it. Okay, the wilderness has been long, it has been hard, it has been brutal, it's just been like, is this ever gonna end? Well, for a lot of you, it's here. Promised land is here. Okay, and he tested you. So he took away your pride. He humbled you. He tested you. He wanted to know what was in your heart. He wanted to know if you would obey his commands. He took away your pride. He let you get hungry. Literally, in so many different areas, okay? He wanted to see your heart, though. He wanted to know, like with Job, right? Were you going to turn on him? Or no matter how tough it got, no matter how hard it got, no matter how confused you were, no matter what the circumstances looked like, were you going to stay true to God? And if you are, if this is for you, that means that you did. With the celebration time picture I got, the number 4699 was on it, and it means in the Strong's depths, deep waters. And I had also on that sign, it was 3499, which in the Strong's means remnant and remainder, and 2499, which means change, renew, sprout, to pass over, to renew, to sprout. So because you stood, 10 toes down, no matter what it looked like, because you stood true to God, in his commandments, and, were obedient and kept the faith, even when it was hard, you are that remnant, right? And he is bringing you out of those deep waters, right? It was interesting with that in the Strong's. It was talking about God's divine presence even in low places. Like, he's not just subject to high places, he's also in those low places. He's there with you in the trenches, right? He's bringing you up out of those deep waters because you remained true, right? And now he is going to be renewing you. You are passing over into that land flowing with milk and honey, the promised land. He's sending you forth, and everything is just going to whoosh, like gush, right? Gushing. And it says he wanted to know you would obey his commands. He took away your pride. He let you get hungry. Then he fed you with manna. Manna was something neither you nor your ancestors had ever seen. This was to teach you that a person does not live only by eating bread, but a person lives by everything the Lord says. During these 40 years, your clothes did not wear out. He provided. And your feet did not swell. Know in your heart that the Lord your God corrects you. He corrects you as a father does his son. Obey the commands of the Lord your God. Live as he has commanded you and respect him. The Lord your God is bringing you into a good land. The land has rivers and pools of water. Springs flow in the valleys and the hills. The land has wheat and barley, vines, fig trees, pomegranates, olive oil, and honey. It is a land where you will have plenty of food. By the way, over the last few weeks, this happened 2 days in a row, or maybe in the same day. But I went to Dunkin' Donuts. That's where I get my coffee sometimes. I've been making it at home a lot over the last few months, but this last week or so, I've been drinking because they came out with the pumpkin spice. And anyways, so I took my daughter there, and they had made my coffee wrong. So I went to the next Dunkin' up the road because I had to go up the road anyway to get a drive up at Target. And so I just went through the drive-thru while I was there. I was like, look, they didn't make my coffee right. The manager that makes, when the manager's there, this particular manager, the coffee's on point. When she's not there, I just know it's no good. So I was telling him, he's like, which location was it? Was it the da-da-da location? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I got you. Just pull around. He already knew that it was bad. So sometimes I've done this and they make me pay for a new coffee, right? But this time he gave it to me for free. And then I said, but I'll pay for I said, my daughter wants a donut. So I'll pay for that. So instead of giving me one donut for me to pay for, he gave me 2 donuts. And I didn't have to pay for either one. And then there was something else where I had gotten I went and took her to get some barbecue that she likes. She had a stomach bug that she was dealing with, and she wasn't eating for a week. So I took her out to get her something that she liked so she could get her belly full. And I ordered banana pudding. I love some banana pudding. And they have really good banana pudding. I order a side of that for us to share. And they give me 2. I was like, she's like, well, I gave you 2 because the first one didn't have enough in it. I want to make sure you have enough. So here's the second one. I gave you 2. So I was like, okay, I know God's speaking now because that's back to back, double desserts both times. This land is going to be extra sweet and double for your trouble. Okay. That's what I took from it. It's going to be so sweet. And you're getting double for your trouble, okay? And so it says, the Lord your God is bringing you into a good land that has, I read all that. It is a land where you will have plenty of food. You will have everything you need there. The rocks and iron, you can dig copper out of the hills. You will have all you want to eat. Then praise the Lord your God. He has given you a good land. Be careful not to forget the Lord your God. Do not fail to obey his commands, laws, and rules. I am giving them to you today. You will eat all that you want. You will build nice houses and live in them. It is like prosperous land. Abundance, overflow. Prosperity, abundance, overflow. Like, it is prime time. You will eat all that you want. It says you will have more of everything. So, I don't know. I keep hearing it's a great time to be alive. So like the dream that I had got brought back to mind where me and a bunch of us girls, you guys that follow me, you know, the women that the Lord has led to my YouTube, that I have helped encourage, we were all in a car together, and this car was just like, it was swerving all over it was going so fast, and it looked like we were about to hit this wall, right? And everybody was panicking, but I was just like, y'all just be still or be calm. Everything's okay. I don't know. I was just so peaceful, and it reminded me of Jesus on the boat when they were in the storm rocking back, like everything looked all crazy around them and they were all panicking, and Jesus was just like, peace, be still. That's what I felt like in the dream. And then it was like the car had flipped right through an intersection. It had just like, and for sure, like, we should have been dead, realistically. And then it switches, and we're all in the hospital, in a hospital room, in a hospital bed together. Like, this bed was huge, and it fit all of us in it. And I walked in, and I was like, did we make it? I don't know why it was so funny to me. Did we make it? I was like, and then everybody just started laughing and smiling, and we were all happy, like we made it. And the hospital represents a place of like healing and victory, okay? And so we were all good. And then Rachel, you mentioned in the comments the other day, like God had showed you, like, but did you die? And that's what God kept showing me, highlighting to me on the back of a car like months ago. But did you die? Like, did you die though? Nope. We didn't die. We're still here. It's all good. It's been rough. It's looked bad. It's been bad. Like, if all hell has been breaking loose though in your life recently, like to the point where you thought you were ready to throw in the towel and give up, right? Like, you're done. The enemy has come in and just beat you down so bad. It's because Jordan is here. You're crossing over. The crossover is here. Crossing over into the promised land, right? The Lord is delivering you from being in these deep waters, right? He's been there with you the whole time, and he's bringing you into this promised land where he's about to change your whole life and completely renew you. And be ready to be blessed and happy. You're going to be safe and secure. He's taking you up, right? You're ascending. You're passing over. And it's here. He's sending this forth now. He's sending you forth, and all these blessings, all of this change, all of this renewal is about to come gushing down over you. And you gotta resist the enemy. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and that's what he has been attempting to do. He's been trying to get you out of position where you cannot receive it. You're not even in the mentally in the right place in alignment to receive this. But It's time to celebrate. It's celebration time. It's happening. It's here. And that's why all hell has been breaking loose and trying to get you to come out of alignment. And so it's time to celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Yep. It's time. It's a great time to be alive. Oh, also, I had gotten this, I thought that I mentioned this, but I guess I didn't. Victory with 11:27, and I got taken to Hebrews 11:27. By faith, he left Egypt, not fearing the king's anger, for he persevered as if he saw him who is invisible. I have not read that verse yet, so I'm not even sure completely who it's talking about, but it spoke to me in a way that, like, we because we fled Egypt and didn't look back, right? Even when it was hard, like the Israelites, we wanted to look back and just, maybe it'd be easier to just go back. Maybe I didn't sign up for this. This is too hard. I can't do this anymore. Maybe I just go back, because you chose to continue to move forward despite the opposition and despite how hard it was. You kept moving forward and you didn't go back, right? You persevered, and you persevered through the wilderness season. And because you did so, you are now being rewarded with your promised land. And it says, as if he saw him who is invisible. God, and it talks about this in Deuteronomy, I believe, that I was reading the other day. Like, God was there with us in the fire. Like, I think it talked about how we heard from God in the fire while we were going through the wilderness, like in the fire while we were going through our refiner's fire. We heard from God, but we could not see him. We believed in something that we could not see. We followed. We had faith. We were obedient, although we could not see him, right? We knew that he was there leading and guiding and directing our path, even though it looked crazy. And so that's kind of how that spoke to me. And now he's delivering you out of the deep waters, right? And because you remained faithful, and remained steadfast, that change and that renewal is here. And so that's the word. This is a good word. If y'all feel led to sow into this word, hashtag celebrate or celebration time, time to celebrate. I don't know, something with celebration. Yeah. I pray that this gets to who it needs to get to. I pray that this blesses y'all. I will be back soon. I don't know how soon. I've been really busy lately, but I'll be back whenever the Lord leads me. I pray y'all have a blessed rest of your week, and I will see y'all soon. Okay, bye.